Hi, welcome to Books and Bocadillos. My name is Maria Andrea, and I am coming to you off the cuff. I had not planned this video. I was just meal planning for the week, and I was really into this cookbook today, and I love it so much. I just thought I should share this before I call it a day. So here I am, my little cookbook corner, wanting to talk about one of my favorite cookbooks. So this is Simply Julia by Julia Turshen, and the subheading is 110 easy recipes for healthy comfort foods. I love healthy comfort foods. I'm vegan, and there's a chapter in here that has like, I want to say 10, 11, 11 vegan one pot meals for everyone. And so for this chapter alone, for these 11 recipes alone, the price I paid for this cookbook is so worth it. The recipes are so good. My favorite recipe from this chapter is, where is it? It's a taco recipe. They're my favorite tacos to make. This one, roasted cauliflower and red cabbage tacos. They're so good. They serve four. So most of these recipes are perfect. Like in terms of size, in a household of two, which is what I have. We have a little bit left over for another meal, to have leftovers for the next day. So the tacos are made out of cauliflower. So it calls for a small cauliflower, about 2 pounds, a pound of red cabbage, some olive oil, cumin, coriander, salt, and then the sauce uses one ripe avocado, some fresh cilantro, some fresh lime juice, some vegan mayo, some kosher salt, and you serve in tacos with warm tortillas and some onion or cilantro or jalapenos or whatever you like to put on your tacos. And they're so good. But okay, the photography in here is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that spread. And so these are the tacos. These are the cauliflower tacos. That's what they look like. They're so good. But so the recipe that I picked up that I am going to make tomorrow is this one. It's more vegetable than rice, fried rice. And so you make a stir fry sauce using ginger, cloves, soy sauce, ketchup, and rice vinegar. And then for the rice, you have some oil, canola oil, yellow onion, some cooked rice, carrots, bell pepper, salt, a green cabbage, some frozen peas, and frozen corn, defrosted, and some defrosted edamame, and then some topped with salted peanuts or almonds, crushed almonds. They're so good. I am so looking forward to having something that's not like Thanksgiving. I am also planning my Thanksgiving meal. I did my second to the last grocery order. I have one more, but my last grocery order will be probably on Wednesday for like some fresh veggies that I'll be making. And I'll be using one of the recipes in here for, so I have the tabs here. I'll be making Grace's green beans with garlic and tomatoes. This will be one of my sides to my Thanksgiving spread, and I'm just so grateful to have an opportunity to eat simple meals. We're keeping it really simple this year. It's just a spread of like roasted veggies and some wild rice and some green beans. I'm making some ice cream for dessert, and just I usually would go all out and make this lasagna, and we have leftovers for days. And I feel like I just want to keep it very simple, very down to earth, great, like earthy grains and root vegetables, that sort of thing. Some fresh vegetables, some nuts. I'll have a snack board. Yeah, so I am I'm looking forward to it, but I'm especially looking forward to this fried rice tomorrow. And this cookbook is one that you definitely will enjoy reading if you pick it up or if you have it, you know what I mean. She has, okay, I have to I highlighted something here that I thought I wanted to share and I just lost it again. I looked for it before I started recording. Here it is. So she has these thoughts, like these little two-pager like essays, and it's titled "A Thought." And so she has different thoughts throughout the cookbook. And this one is on cooking and anxiety. I'll read this because I think this is really good. When I've been at my most anxious, I felt like life is one long grocery list that includes something I need that I can't find anywhere. Anxiety is widespread, and while it's comforting to know I'm not the only one who can feel its muscular pull, I wish it was something we could all be free from. And yet, sometimes I think I was born with a list of things I was worried about. Epigenetic inheritance is real. And sometimes I think I do a very good job of finding new things to worry about all by myself. In addition to therapy, sleep, physical activity, whether it's walking or exercise or gardening, and talking to my wife and my friends, my cooking has also been a majorly calming force in my life. While food has definitely brought up plenty to make me feel anxious about, see on the worthiness of our bodies on page 78. Making it has been the most consistent tool I have to help me feel grounded. Food has always helped me walk through doors that feel scary. I didn't attend many parties in high school, so when I first got to college and my new friends invited me to go to parties, I smiled and said yes while I quietly panicked inside. Be comfortable at a party? Hang out with people from school besides at school? I wasn't so sure about that. Being someone who doesn't like to arrive anywhere empty handed, even a college house party, I quickly learned that I could assuage my social anxiety if I stopped at the corner deli, bought the biggest bag of potato chips I could find, and brought them with me. They gave me an easy way to walk up to people without feeling totally awkward. What, want a potato chip? Felt a lot easier than saying hello. Sure, it was shtick, but the chips gave me a way in. I eventually became comfortable at parties and other occasions without a bag of chips, but the chips helped pave that comfort. The other way I've always gone about making friends is inviting people over for a meal. In fact, when I moved into my freshman dorm, I brought a pot and a toolbox filled with basic kitchen tools so it would be easy to take them in and out of the communal kitchen. Those tools, a wooden spoon and a peeler and tongs and such, made me feel like I had the things I needed to do something I loved to do in a place that felt so unfamiliar. They made me feel secure. I made spaghetti for my floor mates and roasted chicken in disposable aluminum pans from the grocery store. It was a way to extend myself to my new community. When I moved into an apartment off campus, I saved up money to buy my first sturdy Dutch oven. I remember a friend telling me that my pot was so grown up. It made me feel adult when I wasn't so sure what that was. Still don't always know, by the way. Cooking not only calmed me, it also helped me feel like I could make the big world I found myself in feel a little bit smaller. Anxiety, like many complicated things, has so many edges. When I need to exit a stressful setting or a group of people, cooking also lets me do that. In other words, it's not just a way to connect, it's also a way to disconnect. You can always leave your dining room table to do some dishes or get dessert ready, even if it's already ready. The kitchen can be a place to take a breath. It's part of why I love grilling so much. It means I get to be outside while everyone is inside. I'm still part of the party. I'm making the food, but I get to be a little bit of at an arm's length. And sometimes that's exactly where I feel most calm. When I talk to people, when I talk to other people about anxiety, I always like to find out when people feel most themselves, most free of worry. For me, it's when I'm standing in my kitchen by myself cooking because I feel like it, not because I need to. There's music playing. I can hear my wife doing something in the other room. I can see our dog lazily napping on the bench by the kitchen window. I am chopping vegetables, doing things that so many other people are doing at the same time around the world. I am alone, but I am also in solidarity. I am content and present. I know what I'm making and have everything I need to do so. I don't care if it turns out perfectly. It's just dinner. I'm worried about nothing. And I wrote this in that last paragraph I just read. I felt that when I first read this, and I think this is why I like to talk about food, and I like to talk about my cookbooks, and I like to collect these cookbooks because it is a way to relieve anxiety. It's a place where you can leave your worries and just focus on sustenance, survival, enjoyment. It's giving yourself and your loved ones just a morsel to savor. So, yeah, as we're entering into the Thanksgiving week and anxieties may be high, because of the privilege that it is to be in a country where we can gather and feel like we have something to celebrate, and because we have family we love around our table, and because we we have these kinds of things that bring people together. It does feel a bit of a privilege that not everybody has, and so I feel like carrying that worry and that sense of privilege and that stress, it's relieved in the process of just focusing in on the cutting, on the cooking, on the giving bits of joy and morsels of food and love and peace. And from my home to yours, from my heart to yours, may you be well, may you have plenty, and may you feel loved. Hasta la próxima.